many single moms do you guys try to bag at the shop, man? I mean, because I know at the barbershop, the stereotype is like all the barbers get on the single moms, or maybe the single moms be trying to flirt with the barbers to get cheap haircuts. I mean, break it down for me, man.
Well, I will say it's a stereotype, but like it's not it's not wrong. I'm gonna just say like we called it Blake's, and they would just say like you're gonna get offered a lot of plates in the barbershop.
Sausage, mac and cheese.
Um, should you take that plate? No, it was like don't just be careful with that. Do not take the plate.
Hey, what up, young scholars? It's your boy, the extra large professor, here with Dad Cypher representing the Chop-Up. And you know, right now I'm living in the ATL where we have some of the greatest barbers and dads and that sort of thing. And yours truly, that is my special guest, is one of the best young barbers here in the A. I mean, if you want to get everything from your beards checked up to your fades, which I'm faded out, y'all know that, but which I'm faded out, y'all know that, but which I'm faded out, y'all know that, but you go to Supreme Barbershop located in McDonough, and you go and see my man DY representing God. What's up, my man? What's going on with you?
What's up with you, man? Thank you for having me. People come out and lay out their feelings for real, like, and they just chill. Sometimes people just come to hear people talk stuff about sports teams or whatnot, but we always touch topics. Like it's way better than social media. Like we actually touch a lot of topics in the barbershop that should be brought to social media or more people, that a lot of people should hear.
And for those who in the Dad Cypher universe, you got to understand the barbershop is the spot where this is the only Black man space of therapy, man. Outside of seeing like a for real therapist, this where brothers like Don was saying, we brought feelings and that sort of thing. And we share it. I don't know why that came to be, but it's just one of those places where we do that. And like you, man, I had a father that was, not really like active. I want to say pretty much was absentee most of my life. I mean, no other way to put it, was absentee. And how did that shape who you are as a dad today?
It shaped me in a way that like everything that I didn't receive, I know that I should give that to my son, and I do it. I go out my way to do it. It's really helped me to be a great father.
But you are a young dad of a young 5-year-old. So, like, who do you really lean on, without having that background? Who do you lean on in times when you're like, am I doing this right as a dad or whatnot?
Being in that shop, being around the great people that I am around in there. And I love that shop. That's a big part of me, what I'm saying, being a great father too. I just want to salute those guys for 1 second. Shout out to all them guys in there, Mez, Layla, Brown, JD, and Bill. Shout out to all them boys up in there.
Now, you as at the barbershop, you're dealing with cutting heads and dealing with all kinds of dads. So you hear all the stories. So what would you say is the biggest challenges that dads face?
People come to the barbershop to talk because, we leave our feelings at the door there. And it's just a great place it's a hangout spot for the men, women too. But we have great conversations in there. And most thing that I could say that fathers face when they move on in a relationship, like they're taking care of their kids, but when they finally meet that person,
hell no. Yeah. Who is that?
things go downhill. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people go downhill. Yeah,
So,
and that has the most heard problem that I can say that I've heard, so far.
and that is what a lot of brothers bring up. It's like once the relationship is over, it's this tendency to think that that means that the father-child relationship should end. And that's not the case. It's like, I don't have to be with you in order to be a good dad. And it seemed like that's the main things that brothers we talk about in the shop. It's like, she tripping. We're not together, but that doesn't mean I don't want that relationship with my child, you know?
Don't get me wrong now. Like I'm not out when we speak on questions, I answer that specific question, but it goes both ways, you know what I'm saying? Because some dudes trip too.
Man, how many single moms do you guys try to bag at the shop, man? I mean, because I know at the barbershop, the stereotype is like all the barbers get on the single moms, or maybe the single moms be trying to flirt with the barbers to get cheap haircuts. I mean, break it down for me. Is this just a stereotype or what, man?
Well, I will say it's a stereotype, but like it's not wrong. I'm gonna just say like we called it Blake's, and they would just say like you're gonna get offered a lot of plates in the barbershop.
No touching. How you know I'm not on the menu?
Should you take that plate? No, it was like don't just be careful with that. Do not take the plate, and like I said, it just really depends on the barber, but there are a lot of single moms that come up there. Um,
All right, here's the question, man. And I know I dealt with this in my 20s and stuff like that, man. My barber had to have the tough talk with me, man. And was like, Brother Jay, man, you fading a little bit at the top, man. It's time to, go ahead and let it go, man. So how do you tell those dads out there that they like the dome is retracted a little bit? How do you what do you say to break that down, break it to them?
well, basically, if they bring it up to me, I don't force nobody to hey, that just tell me what type of person you are, or you know what I'm saying. The ones that hold on to it don't get into an argument with them because they don't. It's hard for them to let a lot of stuff go.
So let me ask you this, man, because I've been seeing weird stuff on social media with the world of barbering is changing, man. What is up with brothers with these wigs and fake dread? Said all the
I mean,
what is going on there?
what I want to say, like it's a mental wellness thing. It's taking care of the mental when people do that. Like, you can fix my. You mean to tell me you can put a wig on my head? And I really think it came from the movies too, because you see a lot of actors. If you look at Black Panther, we all know that Michael B. Jordan don't have dreads. So with the Killmonger character,
Right.
people see that and they'll pay for it. And I think it's so more for the artists and stylists that it's more money, but it's also healing people because doing this job, that's what we do. That's why I look at it as. That's why I love it so much. You get to change somebody's day in their life. You know what I'm saying? You make somebody look good, and that's why people come see us. And with the wigs, that's a big part of people feeling better about themselves, their confidence, boosting their self-esteem. They get to go and experience something that maybe 5 years ago people couldn't experience.
So let me ask you this: have you ever personally cut a wig in a in a man?
No, I haven't. I did. I'm interested into getting into it, so it may come in the near future because, like I said, and I'm an adaptive person, barber. I'm gonna go with what time changed, but I have brought some people back to life.
Man, what is it, another barber thing, man? What is up with these brothers, man, with this? It's this whole belief is hair in a can, man. Like they can spray on hair.
I mean, like I said, People want to look good. Also, people want to feel that confidence. Like confidence is a big thing that a lot of people lack. That people will pay for. People will pay for confidence, and that's a part of doing that, paying for confidence.
But let me say this, man. Have y'all ever laughed though, man? Like, hey, man, I can't believe this dude came up in here with this wig
Hey,
or
let me tell
spray
you
on.
something. Let me tell you something. We're family environment, very friendly. We'll talk to everybody. We'll be a friend and all of that. But it's the barbershop, and I'm telling you, the number one rule in the shop is to leave your feelings at the door. So, yeah, yeah, we will have a like. I mean, come on.
What the blood clot? No, I'm just playing. What's up, young scholars? It's your boy, the extra large professor. And this is Dash Cypher. Click and subscribe on the YouTube channel, as well as join us on our Facebook group. Make sure you join that so we can talk about topics like fatherhood and brothers wearing fake wigs. And by the way, if you want a real superb cut, go to Supreme Barbershop in McDonough, Georgia, 151 Jonesboro Road.